perjalanan ke Kashima, Jepun. Kini kedua-dua kapal tu sudah pun berlabuh di hampir dengan kawasan Tanjung Sedeli, dan siasatan awal kapal Ceres 1 yang membawa 26 orang anak kapal mempunyai masalah teknikal. Kapal Hafnia Nile pula membawa 22 orang anak kapal yang dalam pelayaran mereka cuba mengelak kapal Ceres 1, namun gagal dan telah melanggar kapal Ceres 1. Akibat pelanggaran tu, kedua-dua kapal telah terbakar dan rantai sauh kapal Ceres 1 telah terputus, dan ini yang mengakibatkan kapal Ceres 1 tu telah hanyut. Kesemua 22 orang anak kapal Hafnia Nile telah diselamatkan oleh RSS Supreme milik Tentera Laut Republik Singapura dan telah dibawa ke Singapura untuk dirawat. Pemilik Hafnia Nile iaitu melalui Resolve Salvage and Fire Asia Private Limited telah melantik Strait Salvage Engineers Malaysia yang berhad sebagai salvor untuk menjalankan kerja-kerja salvage. Siasatan awal mendapati tiada tumpahan minyak di kesan, hanya oil sheen ataupun yang dicaki berpunca dari bunker tank kapal Hafnia Nile. Salvor telah meletakkan oil boom di sekeliling kapal Hafnia Nile bagi mengawal keadaan, dan tiada tumpahan minyak yang besar daripada kedua-dua kapal yang dilaporkan. Kapal Ceres 1 dan kapal Hafnia Nile kini ditahan untuk siasatan lanjut oleh Jabatan Laut Malaysia serta APMM, dan kapal Ceres 1 melabuhkan sauh kini bersama juga dengan kapal Hafnia Nile di kawasan di perairan Sedili, dekat off Sedili sanalah, dan kerosakan kedua kapal masih belum lagi dianggarkan. Jadi di sini kami nak update mengenai kedua-dua kapal insiden ni, dan kalau ada pun tambah kalau tak ada, dan kita buka kepada soalan lah, sebab kami diminta untuk memberi update kepada insiden ni. Okey, silakan.
Ada sebarang kemalangan jiwa atau kecederaan melibatkan anak kapal?
Siasatan awal yang kami dapati ialah tidak ada kemalangan jiwa terhadap anak-anak kapal, tapi ada beberapa kecederaan, dan dilaporkan oleh media Singapura. Kapal Ceres 1 ada seorang, apabila semasa dirawat dia telah meninggal dunia. Tapi itu bukan anak kapal. Anak kapal masih lagi berada di atas kapal.
Minta maaf, kita perkenalkan.
Nama saya Muhammad Halim bin Ahmad. Saya Ketua Pengarah Jabatan Laut Malaysia. Bersama-sama saya ialah Laksmana Muda
Muhammad Zahobi bin Zahobi.
Saya jaga dari agensi Perancis. Ceres 1 reputasi ini sebagai super oil tanker. Dari laporan-laporan Puan sendiri sudah baca, is believed to be part of a black ship transporting sanctioned oil from Iran and Russia and Venezuela. Are you focusing in investigations on what this ship has been doing, and whether you are looking into it?
Okay, with regards to Ceres 1, at this moment our investigation will more focus on the incident itself. The safety incidents under the International Maritime Organization, we have a code. We will focus on that particular of investigation. Once we complete the safety incidents, then the next step, then we will decide later by the government. The procedure of preliminary inquiry, we will start with the incident first, because as you know now, both of the vessels now still afloat, and Hafnia Nile is having a big major fire, so it is hazard to navigation to keep them afloat like that. So our focus of attention right now is to quickly push the vessel to the repair yard or quickly get the ship owner to get the vessel up and running again. But we know Hafnia Nile will have a problem because why? There are major burn on the vessel, especially the engine room. The whole vessel, the whole superstructure is been actually burned, compromised, and they have to lighten up the oil first and tow away to somewhere else to do the repair, to repair. Whereas Ceres 1 is empty, and the damage is not that severe, but still the vessel need to go and repair the vessel. So that is the investigation that we are focused on at this moment.
So you mentioned you're waiting for government instruction whether to go on to the second level. So next level will be whether.
Next level will be most of the time will be under APMM. That is more on the criminal investigation.
And you haven't come to that stage?
Not yet. Because the focus of attention is to make sure the vessel is afloat, and that is our priority, especially Hafnia Nile. Hafnia Nile, because the cargo is naphtha. The cargo is still there. We do not want anything to happen to Hafnia Nile.
So the fact that Ceres 1 switched off his transponder and then tried to escape?
No, they are not switch off their AIS, because once the accident happen, their technical equipment also go along with it. So they do not switch off actually. Then just now I mentioned it's been drifted away. Okay. Telah hanyut. So that's why at one time we have lost sight of Ceres 1, but actually they hanyut. So once we got in contact with the company, we managed to communicate with the company. Then the vessel have two tugboat on tow, just to make sure that the vessel, because now the ship is total dark, dia dah tak ada lampu apa semua. So it's a sort of like blackout. They are running into a emergency situation. So just float. So it's very dangerous to keep the vessel. That's why we. How long the vessel will be there? So right now, we are trying to get the vessel as soon as possible. We do not want anything goes wrong into our shore. That is our focus right now.
Dangerous, right? You have this naphtha
Yes,
there and
correct.
the ship sinks.
Yes, Hafnia Nile. I just received report from Johor, Selatan, that the vessel have been the structural have been investigated, and they have some recommendation from the classification society and also the Salwa. Yeah. Okey, daripada siasatan awal yang kami dapati ialah kru kapal tak ada masalah. Yang cedera dan meninggal ni adalah dia yang disebut sebagai repair man, riding crew. Mereka ni datang sebab kapal tu rosak. Jadi ada repair people datang ke atas kapal tu untuk membuat kerja-kerja pembaikan. Dan very unfortunate lah benda tu berlaku, dan mereka saya rasa ada 3 orang yang cedera. 3 orang cedera, 6 orang dibawa ke Singapura dan seorang dilaporkan meninggal. Kami pun tak tahu as far as official, mereka tak laporkan lagi lah. Cuma baru-baru ni kita dapat maklum dalam siasatan. So ini baru penemuan awal lah. Jadi my team still investigating. Baru I think hari ini mereka akan naik kapal tu untuk kali kedua, dan kita akan tengok lagi apakah lagi maklumat-maklumat yang akan kami jumpa.
Tadi tuan menafikan yang kapal tu sengaja memadamkan alat pengesan tu, tapi disebabkan kerosakan. Sebaliknya disebabkan dia punya
rantai sauh.
Berapa jauh dia hanyut sehingga dapat ditemui daripada lokasi kejadian? Okey,
daripada dalam 20 batu nautika rasanya.
Okey.
Ya.
Okey, yang berkaitan dengan MT Ceres 1 yang dikatakan hilang, sebenarnya macam Cap bercakap tadi, sebenarnya kapal tu bila rantai sauh dia dah putus, dia akan hanyut. Walaupun terdapat 2 bot tunda bersama dengan kapal tersebut yang sebenarnya melakukan operasi pemadaman api dan juga boundary cooling untuk kapal tu. Teruk sama hanyut dengan kapal. Dia lebih kurang dalam 30 batu ke arah Pulau Tioman. Jadi apabila menyedari pihak Jabatan Laut dan juga pihak APMN menyedari kehilangan kapal di lokasi, APMN telah mengerahkan satu kapal ronda yang memang berada di kawasan sekitar yang melaksanakan operasi tersebut, itu Kemah Pekan. Jadi pada hari ketiga 21 hari bulan telah mengesan MT Ceres ini berada di posisi lah, dan seterusnya telah mengiringi MT Ceres itu untuk balik ke kawasan kejadian, seterusnya dibantu untuk ditunda ke perairan Sedili lah untuk siasatan lanjut. Jadi dia sebenarnya bukan cuba melarikan diri apa semua, tapi seperti Kap cakap tadi adalah disebabkan peralatan komunikasi, peralatan navigasi yang telah musnah dalam kebakaran tu menyebabkan AIS tu memang takkan berfungsi lah. Jadi pihak APMM juga menghantar CL415 aset udara untuk melakukan pencarian ke atas MT Ceres 1 ni pada hari kedua kejadian. Jadi ianya melibatkan kebanyakan agensi penguatkuasa dalam negara kita lah, termasuk Polis Marine, Tentera Laut sendiri ada hantar kapal juga, dan juga pihak Jabatan Laut. Koordinasi pada saya, koordinasi yang baik yang dilaksanakan antara agensi yang terlibat dalam perairan negara kita telah berjaya mengawal kebakaran dan juga memastikan keselamatan di perairan tersebut dapat dikawal sepenuhnya.
Sorry, how did the collision happen actually?
Well,
Or what are the causes of collision?
okay, collision happened very early in the morning. Yeah, early in the morning, and we're still investigating. But one vessel, we know Ceres 1 is there, and the other one is moving. So obviously, that's the one is still making way to the water, supposed to make sure that it's clear from the vessel. So we do not know what happened at this moment, and as you know, that Hafnia Nile crew, all of them have been taken away to Singapore. So we do not have that privilege at this moment, but we are collaborating with MPA Singapore to gather some information on how this thing happened. But we have some information and interview with Ceres 1 crew, and of course they are the one who are just sitting down there, so it's not going to be helped much. But from our recording, we have a recording system where we have it right now. We do have some view on how the accidents happen. So it's like a car just stationary and the other one is moving. So obviously there's something not right. So at this moment we couldn't disclose any why this thing happened.
Captain,
Yes.
Chan from Bloomberg. I just want to check, how long is Hafnia going to be still continue burning? Your estimates?
Berthing? No, they are not berthing. No, they are not berthing. They are now anchoring. We need to make sure that the structural safe at this moment. So once it's safe, because the Salvor, the Classification Society have done their investigation, underwater inspection, just to make sure that the ship is safe enough. Because I think at the next step, we have to do lighterage. The cargo tank, we need to suck it out before we move the vessel elsewhere. If the vessel is going to move through Singapore Straits and going to the shipyard in Singapore or Pasir Gudang, we have to make sure it's really safe. We do not want another incident happen in the Straits of Singapore where all parties are going to have more difficult.
So the cargo has to be taken out before.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Nationalities untuk crew Ceres ni?
It's a multiple nationality. I think kebanyakannya sudah daripada India.
So now they're in Singapore?
Ceres 1 still on board.
Still on board?
Masih atas kapal.
Crew, semua crew mereka?
22.
Masih semua.
So you don't have a definite timeline when you can move these two ships?
Hafnia Nile, we have concrete plan because Hafnia Nile, the company have appointed a salvor, and they already first, like I said, they have to make sure that the vessel is safe first. Then the next step will be lightering the vessel. Then next step will be towing it. So where they're going to tow it, either to go further north or going back to Singapore. Where Singapore, maybe we're going to have further discussion with Singapore authority, because we do not want anything happen when they tow the vessel in the Straits of Singapore, because Singapore Straits, you know, the number of vessels passing through that area is quite number of ships. So when we tow that kind of size, the area to be, to be safeguard the area is going to be difficult. So we do not want another incident happen in another place. So that is our plan. But for Ceres 1, very unfortunate at this moment, the negotiation still take process, because the company have yet to appoint a salvo as far as today.
The owners are Chinese owners.
The owner, the principal owner in Hong Kong, if I'm not mistaken. So we will see, because my team in Selatan, in Johor, is still negotiating with the ship owner. But now we already in communicate. They came down actually to my office in Johor to negotiate with our director there.
Out of curiosity, is the MMEA or the Marine Department interested to investigate whether Ceres 1 is part of the dark fleet? Are you interested, or you're?
Well,
we. Not part of your purview. You don't want to go into that area.
We would prefer to say that any flag state will be given to same nature, because I do not know. Last time we did have a flag of convenience. This is a terminology. Do not inside our world. I mean, as a maritime regulatory, dark fleet is another one. So we will treat this vessel, Ceres 1, as another flag state. They are under Sao Tome, so we will communicate with the flag state. Yeah. Flag state.
The registry of the vessel.
Registry. Sao Tome and Principe is another flag state. So macam Malaysia lah. Malaysia, Sao Tome is a nation on its own.
Sorry, Captain. Has it caused any disruption to the shipping now?
Okay, right now no more. Because we tow and we make sure there's 2 vessels, even APMM vessel pun ada di situ, they are there. So previously, after the incident when it float, my biggest worry at that time, Ceres 1 cannot be located and ships got incident with another incident. So that was my biggest focus at that time. So yeah, of course we do not meet you up at that time because we are busy in monitoring. I myself have communicating with our counterpart from Malaysia, from Singapore, as well as Indonesia, to make sure that we do not fall to another incident after another incident. See? Okay.
So you don't have a definite time when these 2 ships can be taken up?
No.
3 months or 6 months?
Depend on the investigation.
For the investigation will be depend on the investigation, but for the actions to lighterage, because this is commercial decision by the company. So as long as the ship's still safe there, it's okay. But as soon as possible, it will be a good.
Just clarify, the investigations, is it over, done, or still?
No, still ongoing.
You will know how long it will
Depending on
be.
how
Cost of accident, basically.
cost of action.
Cost of accident.
Yes.
Captain
Yeah.
Daniel from Reuters, can you just confirm again the exact locations of both vessels?
Exact location.
We can give you.
I think the printout.
Printout we can give you the exact location of the vessel.
And then one last question on traces of an oil spill at the location of the collision. Is any updates on that? How severe is it? Is it under control?
Yeah, like I mentioned just now, we are very fortunate. The cargo tank is still intact. The sign of oil sheen is coming. We suspect coming from the bunker. Bunker tank. Bunker means the fuel tank. From the fuel tank. So it's not the cargo. Cargo is naphtha. Wow, naphtha, something wrong with naphtha, then my whole team, my whole fleet will start to move with all the booms, because this is it's a the cargo is very heavy, density heavy, so it's quite a massive operation is going to be made.
How big is the oil spill from the engine?
No, right. It's just all
Very
just
small.
sheen. It's considered to be minimal at this moment.
Engine room oil.
It's engine room oil.
Reduce tank.
Yeah,
Reduce tank.
yeah.
It's about 5 kilometers.
No.
Just surround it.
Around the
vessel. So it evaporates very fast.
Okay, last question. No more.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So I think everybody invite to lunch.
Have a lunch first.
Having lunch. Yep. Tunjuk.